Good morning. Good morning. It is June 8th, Wednesday, 5:30 a.m. And this is the personal development show. Specifically, I focus my coaching and my investing in the world of real estate. However, we're going beyond this on this show. We're using this platform for all of our viewers, our watchers to sit in their own seats and to see how can I improve? How can I be a better version of myself? Because we must improve ourselves to change the world truly. There's more eloquent ways of saying that. Woo! It is 5:30 a.m. We're out in Denver still, doing some work, having some play, seeing some friends, doing a bunch of fun shit. Um, okay, good morning, good morning. So it turns out you can't cuss in the first minute of your live stream or something, or you get pushed down on this algorithm. I was reading in this marketing book that I got that I'll talk about more in the next week, I'm sure. But you can't cuss in the first minute. So I've been trying to time my damn, I am tired. Shit. This is we got to work on this stuff. We got to get up and get going. So we're gonna dive into an exercise today. We're gonna get going. It's gonna be a fun one. Feel free. You can rewatch this video. If it goes too fast, you can come back to it. But it's rather a pretty simple exercise. This is an exercise we take. I usually, when people, when you really love something, but you're having a hard time with it in the moment, this can be a person, this can be an object, this can be a place, or something along those lines where you can be used to it. I've talked to people about seasonal depression in like Pasadena, out in California, where it's 70 and sunny all the time, because people felt not people. I'm not acting like I've coached a ton of people in that area yet. Not yet. Hopefully soon enough get some of those California clients. But this person, with their permission to share the story, of course, because coaching is a confidential space. Always remember that. If you need a safe space, confidential space, we create that over here at talktotainer.com. But thankfully, my clients let me share stories now and again to try and help others. The point being on this one, really quick, they lived in Pasadena, California, where it was sunny and 70 300 days out of the year. Nice breeze, about as close as the ocean as one could desire. And they felt it wasn't changing. They felt it wasn't enough. And they felt bad because they couldn't afford to go out, do fun stuff every day. Their bodies, they were too tired. They needed to rest because we all need to rest. And so they would beat themselves up, or they really didn't. When they'd have family and stuff visit, people would be running around, going bonkers. What I'm saying is, it's easy to take things for granted. We can desire something for so long, but desires, when they are external, they always tend to be short term, short lived. It feels good for a while and then it fades. But yesterday we had talked about my mentor, because it was just, the car was so freaking nice that he's like, yeah, I got this car and it felt good for a couple weeks. Or I'm in a location right now that I don't absolutely love, and if I just moved locations, I'd be happy. This is something I particularly suffer from. A lot of times I'll feel like I have to be away from Illinois to live, to be excited, to enjoy, because I love the West so much. I really like Florida a lot. But in all reality, it still can there's so many things that you can find in really any place, and especially the goddamn United States of America. And it's more about the people you're around. It's about the experiences that you're lining up for yourself. Maybe it's during the season, like the winter season. So picking up, trying to learn an instrument, reading a crap load of books. Honest, man, a good winter's day and reading for way too long. I'm about it. I'm a fan. Or I get it. Or a lot of people my age, they love to take breaks by playing video games. But it's easy to take this stuff for granted. And maybe today we just sit as you sit in our own perspective positions. Let's try and give some more gratitude and give some more appreciation and maybe try this exercise as I've been alluding for the last 5 minutes and wanting to jump on. As you're probably trying to wake up, get rolling. You're like, all right, T-Dog, what's the exercise? Let's get going with this shit. Let's get going. Well, what can I do to help not take things for granted? Well, I want you to be as specific with one thing. I'll go through an example, and then you go ahead, use your own example, and try and get it down and think about it, visualize it the best you can. So, ideally, we'd pull out a piece of paper. Pen and a piece of paper is all we need. So on the first one, I'm going to go ahead and write my answers with the number ones, the number twos, the number threes, number fours, number fives for the questions in the chat and on the comments, just so they're saved and they're a lot easier to get. But essentially, you can do the same thing with a pen and a piece of paper on your own. Or maybe this is motivating for you to get up and to go get a pen and a piece of paper. It's funny how when we're trying to get up in the morning, we just get a little bit of movement, just get our bodies physically out of bed just for a couple minutes. It only sucks for about 10-15 minutes. Get your thinking a little bit, practice these exercises of gratitude. What are you grateful for? Forgive yourself, these types of things. Get ourselves sharp and ready to go for the morning. So number one, pull out a pen and a piece of paper. Number two, once you have the pen and the piece of paper, select one specific thing to mentally subtract. It could be a relationship, an achievement, your health, a possession. So I want you to, again, think of one specific thing that we're going to mentally subtract. This could be maybe a relationship with one of your parents. This could be a relationship with a friend, a business partner that you've met. This could be an achievement that you've met. This could be your health. Man, it could be just the ability to walk. It could be a possession such as your beautiful home that you get to live in. I'm going to go with an achievement. I'm going to go with graduating college and getting a graduate degree. So we're going to go with one specific thing to mentally subtract. So under number two, one possession thing, relationship. You could do your spouse, such as your wife. You could do your husband. But I'm going to go ahead and real quick. And under mental subtraction, to give just a little more clarity on that. So we can either live in the gap or the gain. And this definition is a little more clear. Mental subtraction is one of the most effective. Okay. It's to help boost gratitude and happiness. Shows that imagining the absence of a positive event in your life has a more powerful effect on you than simply looking back at that positive event. So we're helping increase that gratitude. We're helping increase gratitude and happiness, right on point with this shit. So we're trying to think of something that we really value, that we love and we enjoy, but we take it for granted. So now we're going to go through an exercise to pretend like we've never had it. We've never had it in our lives. We're subtracting it from our memory to kind of help re-engage, reinforce the fact that it is so powerful, that we can be grateful for it, and that we are glad to have it around in our life. So number 2, we're going to select that one thing to mentally subtract. This is the one thing that you do really value, that you want to really think about. A relationship, really, just there's one relationship, whether with a family member, partner, an achievement. I'm going to go ahead and talk about, for my example, an achievement that I have gotten through getting a graduate degree through college. It could be your health. It could be a possession, a car, a beautiful home. So number 2, go ahead and I will write down. I'll write down MBA. I got an MBA over a good old Western Illinois University. I was pretty proud of that. That makes me feel good. I like that. Now we're moving on to number 3. Imagine how your life would be if you never had that one thing, or if it was instantly taken away from you forever. So now that imagining that this thing's gone. You no longer have this thing. Picture the impact, and these are subsections still on the same one for number 3. So this is just kind of under the imagine section for yourself. So under 3A, picture the impact that would have on you right now. What impact would that have on you right now if you had that taken away? Whether it's your ability to walk, whether it's your life partner, whether it's some member in your family who you resonate really well with and you have a lot of fun with. Picturing the impact that would have on you right now if they were instantly taken away forever, they were no longer a part of your life. Next, think about how losing that one thing would affect your future. Now, whether you cannot walk, your relationship, you cannot use it in the future. You cannot use it to your advantage, such as in the MBA, not being able to put it with titles, not being able to use it when working with companies to do speaking events, using it as credentials for getting on and taking on new clients. How would it affect others? If this was taken away or if it was gone forever, how would it affect others? Would it affect your confidence? Would it affect your ability to perform? Would it affect how you feel about yourself, who you are? So now we have imagined life without it a little bit. You don't have it right now. You don't have it in the future. And how would it affect your ability while you're working with others? It's gone. Poof. Now I want us to write down, that was the imagination section. I'll just put under imagine. Number 4, we're going to go ahead, write down how your life would be different without this. 4, writing down how your life would be different without this. How would my life be different without my degree? I should say my college experience overall. I think, well, intellectually, that was a time when really dug into finally got into real estate, had a great mentor, read a shitload of books. I read a ton in college, and man, it helped a lot. I had no idea what I was doing. And most of us don't. I'd be lying if I said I still completely do. But damn it, I've learned a ton going through that, meeting a lot of profound professors, making a lot of friends, social experiences, and predominantly, yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really matter. Or in my experience, from visiting a lot of universities, I can't really say this because I didn't attend multiple universities. However, but man, if you can just really nail focusing on getting out, getting friends, having a good time, joining clubs, taking on internships, reading a lot of books, show up to damn class. Show up, sit in the front row, be sober, don't get hammered the night before a test. Damn it. This is expensive stuff. And do that. And I'm really proud. I feel grateful that I was able to do that under that time period. Or maybe you're really proud of and you're thinking about how life would be different without, back to you in your own position, how life would be different, say, without that relationship, without that ability from your health, without the college experience. Now writing down how your life would be different. Well, I would say it'd be different in the relationships I've created. It'd be different in my ability to focus. It'd be different in my excitement, engagement to help people. It's pretty wild how one experience can seem so positive, so impactful. So now we see how life would be different. I'd probably be working a 9 to 5 in a laborious job that I probably don't like. And I don't want to do that. So now it's time to refocus the last section of it on the present moment and this one thing in your life that you have been focusing on. This one thing is a huge gain in your life. This is a huge gain. Whether it's that relationship, your ability to walk, this is good. This is a great thing that's going on in your life and giving a little more focus and appreciation towards it. So, how can you appreciate this thing more, this experience more? How can you appreciate it? Maybe it's a relationship with a person, a wife, a husband, a partner. Maybe it's a partner in business. How can you appreciate them more? It's very easy to get lost in the day to day, especially with people we see all the time, and to just say, whatever. Yeah. Or he's an asshole. Don't really need him. And being in a fog state of mind because it happens so frequently and we tend to take it for granted. Happens all the time. And and you can forgive yourself for this, things get monotonous. This is, as humans, we naturally crave things to be exciting. So don't beat yourself up because you're not 1000% of the time in this state of mind like, "Oh my gosh, I love this pen so much. It's so great. It's so great. Oh, this water bottle." You don't have to do that 24/7, but happiness is a bit of takes a little bit of work. We're built to survive, not to be happy. So coming back and reframing this and sound a little crazy on, or just mentally subtracting these big events in our lives to see how much progress we've made, see how good we've done. So staying on that, how can you appreciate this more? Asking ourselves, how can we appreciate this more? How can I appreciate the school more? Well, I could appreciate it more by visiting, by donating, something along those lines. On to the next one. How can you turn this gain into even more gains? So how can you turn this positive experience and be more grateful for it along those lines? And kind of with the same question, I would say, under the pretense of giving my time, effort, energy, money, maybe back to the school. Reconnecting with some of my old professors, that's a really good idea. I should probably let them know what I do for business, how I'm going about it. I worked in the business department for multiple years, so got to get know a lot of the professors there. Recontacting them, that would turn this into an even bigger gain. That's a good idea. Getting good ideas on the show. Have your thoughts and feelings changed about this one thing by doing this exercise? I think because I've done the exercise multiple times, I don't know if it impacts me as much, but I genuinely do just feel more grateful for the experience. I just feel good. I just feel like life is going in a good direction. I just feel like I am loved, feel like I am enough. That's what this exercise gives me. It gives me a chance to look back at a lot of like the past isn't perfect and I wouldn't have wanted it to be anyway, but it's my reality now. My past has shaped my reality today. And with these types of experiences, these really fun ones, whether it's going to college, yeah, that shit was cool. And I really enjoyed it. And it makes me happy and feel good to kind of go back over these experiences. So asking yourself in your own position, how do you feel now after thinking about not having this thing and then realizing like, holy crap, this played a really big important role for me. I'm really glad I did this. I'm really glad I put in the work. I'm really glad get to experience this as say from a relationship sake. And the last question, how do you feel about your life in general right now? How do you feel about your life in general right now? Well, the exercise is trying to make the connection to stay on top of the thing that you're most grateful for. But that's really it. I am just simply grateful for the people, the experiences that I've had up to this point, that I'm going to have moving forward into the future. Like a lot of this stuff's crazy, whether we're out running around in Denver, thinking about when going through graduate school, thinking about the people who've helped me along the way to get through graduate school. Um, yeah, when you think about life in general after these exercises and experience, it's like, damn, dude, this is going in the right direction. And whoever's watching or going to be watching later on, really try to remind yourself that you've done a lot of really great things. And all of these experiences have created to our best knowledge of who you are today. And how we frame them and how we represent them, I think has a huge impact on how we use them, leverage them, and motivate us. Because our mood, our opinion of today has a bigger impact on these past experiences than the past experiences themselves. Such as a relationship, I think about it in a positive way today. I'm very grateful for it that I got to learn and I got to grow from it, even if it was one that parted ways eventually. Still looking and peeling back the layers of all the growth and the happiness that happened along the way, and then being at peace with it for what it is today. We got to remember all we have is right here, right now. You and I, say if you're watching this video live, this is it right here. And the framework behind how we tag these experiences, making sure we're reminding ourselves of all the rich, amazing resources, activities, people, abilities. I mean, imagine if you couldn't walk or drive a car, damn it. Like how rough life would really be. You know, you want to talk about suffering, get rid of your car and put your ass in a wheelchair. And not that it needs to be that big and dramatic, but it's okay to smile and be happy and just feel the blood going through your legs when you're going on a nice walk. Just feel the movement of things, to be happy, to be an appreciative, not take things for granted state. So, what is that one thing for you? The one big experience, the one big partnership relationship that had a profound impact on your life that you tend to take for granted. Maybe rewatch the show, go back over mental subtraction. It's a powerful tool. And for us, we're grateful to the university. We're grateful for the people at the university, the resources, all the activities, the groups, the different, yeah, very, very grateful. And I think it really had a huge impact on the man I call myself today. So cheers to that. Think of in your own situation something that you could be a little more grateful for today. Be in this state. You are enough. We've had a lot of badass experiences. Now let's go make some more. We're rolling into it. Almost to the top of the hour, 6 o'clock. I'll let you guys go. Get going with it. Get on it. We got some stuff we got to knock out today. I got a few things I got to knock out for work. And then hopefully go out into the mountains a little bit later. Grateful for that. And grateful for being out west. Continue to work and grow as we travel. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, June 8th. Go kick some ass. Have some fun. And remember, be grateful. Hard to suffer in a state of appreciation and gratitude. So cheers, and I will see you all tomorrow, bright and early, Thursday, June 9th, 5:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Until the next couple weeks. Cheers.